seems like we have a huge labor shortage. Every business owner is hiring, or they say they're hiring. Everybody's looking for salespeople. And I always laugh at it because people send me DMs all the time, like, Dmitry, I open a company, I'm ready to hire salespeople. I'm like, what do you have for them? They don't have offices, they don't have vehicles, they have no leverage, they have no training, but they're like, and they get offensive if you start asking them questions. I'm like, oh, you want someone to drop everything, trust their life with you and come work for you, build your empire? Because they feel like, well, I started this LLC and now I can find people working for me. Let's talk about recruiting. Let's talk about those little guys. How do you go from one-man show owner-operator to someone who has 3 salespeople?
So, all right, let's break down first what doesn't work, because I want to help anybody who's listening to this, especially business owners, to understand how they got themselves in this position. So the first thing is this. You are exactly right. Most roofing companies, it's funny, they have systems and processes for their CRM, QuickBooks, they're using Job Progress or Job Nimbus or AccuLinks or something like that. They have a system for that, but they have zero formal sales training or onboarding system. So they're just like sitting there going, where are all the good salespeople? There's just nobody wants to do this job anymore. But really, they're just like putting out an ad for people and expecting them to, out of the box, no assembly required, show up and be able to sell $1 million a year for them. But they provide them no guidance, right? So I could talk about this all day. So if you want to interrupt me at some point, please just raise your hand and do so, because I'm going to go off. All right. So here's what happens. Most roofing contractors put out an ad that says something like this: now hiring door-to-door commissioned roof salesman. Average income, 150 to 175 grand a year. Flexible hours, be your own boss. Nobody clicks that ad. Crickets. They get 1 or 2 bites every 10 days, maybe. Why doesn't anybody click that ad? Well, let's make it really simple. The average person out there in America clicking around on job posting sites, what was their life path? They went to high school, they got a diploma. They went to college for like 6 years, they got a degree in philosophy that they'll never use. They went 6 figures into debt. Then they graduate with that degree. They go manage a restaurant somewhere, or they get a 9-to-5 soul-sucking corporate job and that they work there till they die, right? They pick the safe route because that's kind of what everybody does. So knowing that, if you put out an ad that says now hiring door-to-door commission salesperson, you're not playing the averages at all. Nobody's going to click that ad. Now, the knee-jerk reaction is for the business owner to say, well, Becca, that's not who we want. We don't want the average Joe. We want that like trailblazing, money-hungry, 1099 salesperson that wants to come and make 6 figures in 6 minutes. That's great. We all want that person. But do you think those people are just growing on trees? They're not. Like, it's not like, I always compare this to Michael Jordan. Let's say you're going to have a basketball team and you're like, okay, we just need to find 15 Michael Jordans. Good luck. There's only one, right? Like, they're not growing off trees out there, but there's a lot of average people. So if you're targeting the top 1%, you cannot scale your business that way. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Now, here's the good news. Roof sales is not rocket science, is it? Especially insurance restoration. Dmitry, we are literally giving roofs away to people who already need them. This is not like having to find people who are comfortable going door to door, cold door knocking, selling a $4,000 rainbow vacuum cleaner to somebody who already has a Dyson ball, right? That's hard sales. So when we're talking about insurance restoration, it's easy. Like, anybody can do it. So the gap here is not, you don't need to try to find the Michael Jordans of roof sales. You just have to have a training that makes it easy for the average person to be able to go and succeed. Because there's a million average people out there. And if you bring those people in, give them the training they need, it's super easy.
If you want to learn more from Becca Switzer, she has created custom course for roofing school students. Go to roofing-school.com and you can find, I believe it's 6-7 hours of content from Becca, all on recruiting, much deeper than you've enjoyed in this interview.